Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another epic battle report here on Tabletop Tactics. My name is Beard, and today I'm becoming a princeps and inserting myself into the pilot seat of the Chaos Knights. Oh yes, I am imbued with the ruinous powers, and I will be dealing with these golden boys that you are bringing today.
My name is Stig, and as we say, I have brought out the golden boys, the custodes, the custodes, any of the above. We are shining with light, and we are going to put these chaos worshippers down.
Well, very interesting. I don't like custard very much.
What's wrong with you?
Huh? No, I don't want that custard. What I do want is to get into these lists. We'll be right back with the Chaos Knights. Okay, here we go. The Chaos Knights return, and they are representing House Vextrix today. This is one of the households from Engine War, and their household bond means that each of the units are able to reroll a single hit roll and wound roll per turn, which is nice. You can't say no to rerolls on knights by any means. So in terms of the units I'm taking today, we have 4 big knights and 2 little ones. 2 Despoilers, a Rampager, a Desecrator, and 2 War Dogs. So let's start off with the Rampager. This is my Traitorous Lance, so my character. I have given it Eager for the Kill, so that means I get a +1 to my move, and also if I end up in the enemy deployment, I do get an additional attack as well, which is nice for your combat knight. I've also given it the Khornate target, so this is a once per battle relic, which essentially means that once it's activated, the unit I'm attacking gets no invulnerable saves, which is very important because the Custodes are essentially one giant invulnerable save. So we'll have to see if that pays off in this game. Moving on, we then have my Dreadblade. So this is another Despoiler, but this is actually from my own Chaos Knight army. This is the Red Queen. So you may have seen her before. She is here as a Dreadblade, so she's kind of got her own heraldry, and she is here to help out House Vextrix today. Essentially, she has a Avenger Gatling cannon and a Thunderstrike Gauntlet. In terms of her packs and damnations as a Dreadblade, she has the Volatile Reactor. So if I do manage to fail my leadership, she will suffer her damnation, which essentially means that I take a wound on a 4+ if I've taken any other wounds in the previous turn. So hopefully that won't go off, but not the worst. Her pact essentially is the Knower of Profane Secrets, and that gives me a +1 to my leadership, which should help me avoid the damnation, but also gives me 1 command point at the beginning of each battle round if she is on the board. And as we know, it is quite easy to chew through command points with knights, so hopefully that will help me by giving me 2 command points rather than 1 in each battle round. Moving on, we then have a second Knight Despoiler. This one is pretty basic. It has a Thunderstrike Gauntlet, and it has a Thermal Cannon. No added extras on here because I want to keep my command points for the game. We then have a Knight Destructor. No, what's it called? A Knight Desecrator, there we go. The Knight Desecrator comes as it comes. Sadly, you can't change the gun out for a different one. I would quite like to be able to do that, but it does make it quite cheap, which has essentially allowed me to run 4 big knights. The Laser Destructor is what it is. It's D3 shots. It's strength 14, -4, damage D6. I don't like the D3 shots, but it is what it is. And he has a Reaper Chainsword as well. What he is doing though, however, is buffing my War Dogs. So the Desecrator will allow me to reroll 1s to hit with my War Dogs. They have the Thermal Spears and the little Reaper Chainswords. So that should make them a bit more accurate with their firepower, and they are a pretty good unit for zipping around the board, and I like the Thermal Spears a lot, and I also like the combat option for the War Dogs. That's it. Very, very simple list with the Knights, as we know. I got a few tricks with some of the relics. I'm kind of relying on my Rampager to get in there nice and quickly in turn 1, so we'll have to see how they get on. Let's move over to the Custodes and see what they are bringing.
Right then, today folks we have a Shadowkeeper's Battalion. Good day to you, sir. It's very simple. We've got Trajan Valoris as our Warlord today. Of course we have, the CG has to be here, the Captain General himself has to be here at all times. We then have a Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle. I've spent 2 CP on him to be able to give him 10,000 heroes, which gives me the access to Superior Creation Warlord trait to give him a nice 5-up Feel No Pain. We've also spent another CP to give him the Captain Commander trait, and I've gone for the one, I've completely forgotten what it's called, but it basically gives him a couple of extra wounds. He's now 9 wounds, 2-up armor, 3-up invuln because of the Relic, and then a 5-up Feel No Pain. So he's pretty decent. He has a Hurricane Bolter because that's the way he's modelled. We've got 3 units of troops today. We've got 1 unit with sword and board, so storm shields and swords. And we've got 2 units with Guardian Spears. Nice and simple. It's not the most, it's not the best way of running Custodes, but it's fun, and that's the kind of list this is today. We've then got a unit of 5 Terminators, Olorus Terminators with Castellan Axes. They are brilliant, they're really, really good. And they've got some really cool stratagems which will help against these big, tough knights today. We've also got a -1 banner, Virtus Praetor, to be able to give everything in the army a nice -1 within 6, which is very cool. And we then have a Contemptor Galatus today. It's the first time using him. He should be a fun dreadnought to come out. He's the sword and board dreadnought from Forge World, and I'm really looking forward to him. I've spent a CP to give him Eternal Penitent, which gives him an additional attack, so he can get up to 9 attacks potentially with that sword, which is awesome. His flamers are not really going to do anything, but he's still pretty cool, and in combat his shield can do mortal wounds on saves, which is really, really cool. With the Eternal Penitent, he also gets to reroll charges, so we hope to get him into the mix and have some fun with that. And then lastly, we've got some bikes, some Dawn Eagles, and we've got 3 salvo launchers and 2 Hurricane Bolters. It's because of the way they're modelled, and that's just the way that squad is. So no, because it's only 5, and same on the Terminators, no blast weapons are going to benefit against those units, so it's pretty nice. It's 1998, if I remember correctly. Starts with 9 CP after I've spent some, so it should be pretty fun. We'll see where we get on as we go over to the board and see what's happening next.
Today's mission is No Man's Land, an Eternal War Strike Force mission from the Warhammer 40,000 core rulebook. 5 predetermined objective markers are placed onto the battlefield. No units can be set up or move outside the deployment zone before the first battle round. The primary objective is Take and Hold, a progressive mission where players score 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they achieve at the end of each of their command phases: holding 1 or more objectives, holding 2 or more objectives, and holding more objectives than their opponent. These are cumulative and cannot be scored in the first battle round. Each player also chooses 3 secondary objectives that can score up to 15 points each. Welcome one and all to the game. We find ourselves on a corrupted Forge world. Some crazy dark mechanicum lunatics have been concocting some knights, some chaos knights, and they are here to stand their ground in the face of great adversity, which is in the form of the Golden Sons of the Emperor, the Adeptus Custodes.
Custodes, if you will.
Yes, I don't like custard. This is going to be a good one. This may be very quick, this may be very brutal, and it may be very bloody. And there's one way to find out who will be doing those things first, by rolling some dice.
Shall I do that then?
Yes!
Okay.
Be my guest. It's a 3. It's respectable. It's a respectable roll. It's a 4.
Ooh.
It is a 4, so the Chaos Knights will be going first.
Will
very
you
interesting.
then?
Very, very
You are going to go
interesting.
first?
I'm going to have to think about it because I'm actually unsure what the best thing to do is.
So we'll come
find
back
out
in
together.
someone's movement phase.
Yes.
So Mr. Beard has taken the first turn.
Yes.
Which makes sense. And we now have some demonic surge to be able to roll for.
Yes.
So we thought we'd show you these because they're quite fun.
Yes, so you do it in the movement phase, so I figured I'd do that before moving, which makes sense. So we'll
Because
start
that's
off,
how it works in the game.
We'll start off with the Rampager first of all. It's a 1, which is exactly what I wanted because he gets a +2 to his move, which is very nice, and +1 to advance and charge. So that could potentially give me a first turn charge with a bit of luck. The Despoiler here,
The big guy in the centre.
the big guy also gets a 1, which is less useful, but that's fine. We'll do the Desecrator. That's a 6, so he gets a +1 to his strength and damage, which is ridiculous with a laser destructor. War Dog number 1.
That's his
Gets a
actual
4,
name.
Which is +1 toughness. That's
Cool.
nice.
That's very good
The
for
other
them.
War Dog gets +2 to his move, advance and charge. And then finally, the Red Queen gets a 5, which is a +1 strength and damage on her Avenger Gatling cannon, which is quite nice. So yes, not bad. Not bad for the old demonic surges. They all do take a mortal wound, but
That's part of the fun of playing Chaos Knights.
yes,
Fun in inverted commas.
yes.
Yeah. We'll come back at the end of the movement phase. You join us at the end of the movement phase and we have stormed forward. Well, I say that.
To an extent.
To an extent. There's a combination of some classic Beard luck and some good play actually. So this Rampager, he advanced forward, he rolled a 2, Beard re-rolls it to a 1.
Perfection.
He did still look. There was the possibility of being able to make a turn 1 charge. Now
Yeah.
then, Beard thought about the fact of Champion of the Imperium, Warlord trait allowing me to heroically intervene all units within 12 of Trajan, who's right there. So it would have mean those bikes would have got in. That would have been a problem. Then thought about, well, if I stay outside of heroic range, that's fine. And then I had to remind Mr. Beard about stooping dive because I didn't want a gotcha moment, which would have meant that my bikes could have charged him and then would have fought thirst. So good play for Mr. Beard. He then actually decided, you know what, I'm going to hold this objective. I'm going to make you come to me. So there's a lot of story going on with the Rampager, all in turn 1.
He's a very, very troubled soul, as you'd imagine.
Yeah, so it's weird that.
Yeah.
Like being a Rampager.
It's very difficult to be a Rampager and not rampage.
Yeah, he's really kind of having an inner battle right now as to what's going on there. Now, in the centre, I've forgotten what this type is called, to the guy with the big...
This is a Despoiler.
Despoiler.
Yeah.
He just had a little shuffle round. He is holding that objective.
Yep.
This Desecrator.
He's a Desecrator.
Yes,
Indeed.
getting there. Moved forward, keeping this rear War Dog in his reroll 1's range, but
Yes.
also getting a little bit of line of sight past this building to that far bike potentially. This War Dog, who got the +2 to his movement, has had a cheeky run up here. He's had a little advance, and now he has the option to use a stratagem to be able to advance and charge, which will be fun.
It'll be fun.
For some people.
fun.
As we've mentioned, this guy's just moved forward. He is holding that objective for when it comes round, turn 2. And the Red Queen, now she has shuffled forward.
Yep.
She's got +1 strength to her weapon and damage.
Yep.
She also has the, is it called the Helm that ignores
the sightless Helm.
which is very cool. It ignores the hit modifiers, which is pretty cool. So she can ignore this gantry and also ignore the banners -1 over there. So that kind of makes a big difference. But we do have her Pacts and Damnations to be able to roll for.
I forgot. You're supposed to do it at the beginning of the turn, so I'm going to do it now. Her what's it called? Her Pact, which is Keeper of Profane Knowledge. Means that she gets +1 to her leadership, which is good for the damnation. So she's leadership 10 for this. So as long as I
don't get an 11 or 12.
Okay, so 4.
You're fine.
Lovely. So no damnations today.
No mortal wounds against her for herself.
Yes, so that's nice. Cool. I'm ready to do some shooting.
Do some shooty woo. That's coming right up. We're beginning the Chaos Knight shooting phase with this Chaos Knight Destructor?
Desecrator.
Desecrator.
Yes.
I had it a second ago with his laser destructor.
Yes.
And he is targeting all the way through to these Vertus Praetors, the bikes at the back there. They are -1 to hit, and I'm also going to spend 2 CP on Arcane Genetic Alchemy, which is transhuman for you and I. So there, with his oversized strength 14 cannon, he's going to be wounding on 4s
Hooray!
against some bikes. Yay!
Classic Swiss Army knife Custodes. Right, we'll start off with the heavy stubber
Because
that's the
always
most
fun.
exciting thing to do. Okay, that's fine.
One hit.
Wounding. It's a wound.
Yes, it is. I had to even think for a second.
Fear the heavy stubber.
2 up armor. A 5 is
Very
fine.
nice. Okay, D3 shots, the laser destructor. It's 2.
2.
That's fine. Hitting on 4s. Okay, I missed both times. I can
can
reroll one of
use-
these
yep.
with my House Vextrix rule,
Which is cool.
which is still a miss.
Good.
Amazing!
So we're moving on to this war dog here, swiftly on to this war dog here,
Yes.
and he's changing tack and putting all his fire into the Contemptor Galatus.
Yes.
So I am then spending 1 CP to use Grim Responsibility, which is -1 strength. So this will be -1 to hit. We'll still get to reroll 1s because of the Desecrator behind him, but he will also be wounding on 4s as well.
Yeah. Well, actually, his thermal spit because he got the.
Oh, he got the +1, didn't
Oh no,
he?
he's +1 toughness.
Toughness,
He's
not
+1
strength.
toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Red Queen that got the extra
yes.
strength on her weapon.
Okay, so here we go. So we'll do the heavy stubber again because
That's
why
a
not?
thing. Are you
Reroll
gonna
the
use
one
reroll? Yep.
for, from the fella.
The
over
guy
there.
behind him.
Yep, and then wounding. No wounds. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll do the
D3
thermal spear.
shots.
D3.
Oh, it's the big
okay,
3.
Okay.
4s now.
Okay, so I can re-roll the one
Anyway.
from the Desecrator.
And you're going to use your,
and my
what's it roll?
My House Vextrix reroll.
That's what it's
call
called.
It Household Bond reroll. Reroll Bond. Let's re-roll it.
Let's just re-roll it.
4 hits. 3 hits.
3 hits with a 4.
Right, and then it's going to be
Wounding on
force to wound.
4s.
Okay, I can re-roll this because I can re-roll a single wound roll as well. With
And
House
or it was
Vextrix.
cocked.
Okay,
So, yep.
meant to be. 2
Cool.
wounds.
2 wounds.
-4.
-4, so it is on his shield, which is a 4-up invulnerable
Yes.
save. He makes them both 2 5s. Oh dear, Mr. Beard.
Damn it.
Oh dear. This war dog now exactly the same target. Had advanced, so that would have been -1. Banner being -1, but knife edition, so still just -1, which is cool.
The heavy stubber.
Heaviest of all the stubbers hits 4 times.
Powerful
4
stuff
times,
there.
3 times.
One
Does
wound.
not wound at all.
Oh yeah.
No, would 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 up armor is a 4.
Very good. Right, the thermal spear is 2. That's fine.
better.
To hit is 1 hit, re-rolling because of Vextrix. Okay, it's meant to be. Wounding, it's a 1, re-rolling because of Vextrix. It's a wound.
4 up invuln.
They could have called it something other than Vextrix. Damn it!
I'm sorry, Mr. Beard.
You sting!
So swiftly on to the Red Queen, and she is putting all of her shots where, Mr. Beard?
So these are going to go into your Praetors, your bikes.
The bikes at the back. She gets to ignore modifiers to hit, which is very, very cool. She's ignoring this gantry and she's ignoring my banner, so she's still hitting on 3s, which is very cool.
I can't remember if I mentioned it in my list now, but yes, the Sightless Helm is her relic, so she ignores all hit modifiers for ranged weaponry.
Which is very cool, because she's going to hit on 3s now.
Yes. I'll do my heavy stubber first.
You love the heavy stubbers.
Obviously, my Demonic Surge is on my Avenger Gatling cannon.
Yeah, funny that.
So, 2 hits, no wounds.
Good.
Now, the Avenger Gatling cannon. So, this is strength 7.
Yep.
Hitting first of all. Okay, so a few misses there, but I'll use one of my House Vextrix rerolls.
Makes sense.
It's another hit.
Which
Very
is nice.
Now we will be wounding you on
4s because of the arcane genetic alchemy.
Okay.
That's looking pretty good.
I'll use my House Vextrix reroll
Yep.
for one of these.
Yep, it's getting up. So it only
And
dropped 2.
I'm going to use a command point for this one.
Ooh.
Damn it. That's fine. But that is 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
7 wounds.
-2.
Okay.
And these will be at 3 damage.
Yes, which is very interesting. Now, it is 4-up invuns on these guys, because we're a Battleforged Custodes army. So we have dropped 2, so that kills 1 bike. 1 bike is toast. Moving into the charge phase, and full tilt has been declared on this front war dog, allowing him to advance and charge, which is very, very cool.
Yes.
Especially when we combine it with his demonic surge, which gives him +1 to this charge roll. Yes. So it's a 6-inch charge into the Contemptor Galatus. Yes. Roll a 4 and a 5. He moves in.
Yes.
Fight phase coming up next.
Hey.
So at the end of the charge phase, the shield captain has heroically intervened, as is his will, and the custodian guardians have also heroically intervened due to Trajan Valoris's Champions of the Imperium Warlord trait, allowing any unit within 12 to make a heroic intervention. So it's given Mr. Beard some choices, and so his original target now, he's not actually going to go after. So despite going after this Dreadnought, wary of the -1 to hit in combat due to the new rule in the Forge World Index, he's decided to switch targets and go after the Guardians. I was kind of aware that this might happen, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to give him those choices and make it see what happens with it. So he's going to put the attacks into the Guardians. You talked about using Trail of Destruction. Are you going to do that to reroll the hit wounds?
Yeah, I can't kill the Dreadnought. I completely forgot about his the -1 damage. And
so -1 to hit and -1 damage.
And a 6-up shrug. So I'm going to go for what I can potentially kill. So I'm going to go for the Custodian Guard.
Fair enough.
Here we go.
Hitting on threes.
Whoa.
Have hit 3 times, and you're going to use your...
Trade Destruction reroll.
There you go.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Good.
Still 3 hits.
3s to wound. No, it'd be 2s to wound.
What's his strength on the... strength 12. So yes, 2s to wound.
They all wounds.
3 wounds, so 4-up invulnerable saves. Each one failed is a dead Guardian.
Okay.
2 are dead.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, we've removed 2 of those Custodian Guardians, and now we're going to strike back with the Contemptor Galatus. It's new model syndrome, so I'm excited to use it. We'll see what happens. So with his Eternal Penitent, he gets an additional attack, so he has 6 attacks base. He also gets D3 additionals with his sword. Ooh. So he's got a mighty 9 attacks.
Wowee.
9 attacks. He hits on 2s. He rerolls 1s because of Trajan Valoris standing behind him, and he's going to wound on... They are toughness 7, is that right?
They're toughness 7.
They're toughness 7, so he's going to wound on 4s, but he's going to reroll 1s because of Trajan as well. Each wound that goes... Each failed save, I should say, is AP free, and it's flat 3 damage. Ooh. So, 1 has gone off the board. Again. We'll try and put it on the board this time. So we have hit all of the time. So he's 9 hits.
Very nice.
We're only on 4s now, as we say, and it's going to be re-rolling any 1s. So there's 1 to re-roll. It has not converted. So we have
5.
That is 5 saves of 6-up.
Need those ruinous powers now. 6 is up. Oh, okay, he's dead.
He's so dead.
3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, goodness, he's very dead.
So very dead. Does he explode?
No! He is dead, though.
Removes the War Dog at the end of Mr. Beard's turn 1. We have used our pile-in and consolidation moves to be able to get a little bit of extra movement just at the end of the fight phase. And that is the end of the turn, Mr. Beard. So, how did it go?
I kind of... It feels like a mistake charging in the War Dog, but he would die next turn anyway. So I figured if I can
kill him sooner.
Yeah, if I can kill anything, I should try.
And you're unlucky not to remove this unit, and you know they are troops, so that is going to be a thing.
Yeah, it is important. It was all right. I feel like I'm in a pretty good position, ball control wise, to an extent.
Yeah, you are kind of so holding this objective. We're holding that objective over there, and this one. So you know, potentially, you know, setting yourself up for a max primary if I don't remove some stuff.
Potentially.
So, yeah, it's a good position to have for knights because it's hard for them to hold those and get those primary points. So yeah, it's a good place to be. So. With that in mind, we'll come back after the Custodes movement phase in turn 1.
Turn 1 movement for the Custodes is complete and they have swamped the center of the board. It's as if there's some kind of secondary objective to hold this middle objective.
Weird that.
It's crazy. So as we can see here, the Praetors have zoomed forwards with their bikes. We have the Custodian Guards moving forwards in support to the banner and Trajan Valoris as well. The Shield Captain has moved up onto the platform here. The single Stoic Warrior is holding strong at the back of the board there on that rear objective. And then as you can see over here, this looks pretty sweet. We have the Dreadnought versus the War Dog. Is he going to be able to kill both of them? We'll have to find out in short succession, I would think. So there are some play set up here. There are some melter rockets on these bikes, which I presume would be firing into this Rampager, perhaps. So let's find out. Let's see what they do. Shooting phase is coming up next. We are back and we are starting off the shooting phase with the Contemptor Galatus. He is firing his Flamer into the War Dog.
So it's 2d6 automatic hits. It is 7, which is not bad.
7, very nice.
Strength 6, so wounding on 5s and 6s. Yep. It is going to be reroll 1s because he is in range of Trajan Valoris.
Very good.
So that's not terrible. Reroll that one. Yay!
Very nice.
4 at AP1.
AP1, okay. 4 dice here, needing 4s to save. 2 go through. Is it 1 damage?
It's just 1 damage.
Okay, so he's down to 9 wounds. Does he have any more shooting?
He does not.
He does not, very good. Moving on now to the Shield Captain, Hurricane Bolter unleashing again into the War Dog. He is toughness 8 because of his Demonic Surge, so this will be wounding on 6s.
Which is not much fun. So anyway, hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s because of himself. And
a full
Trajan,
house.
which is very nice. 6s, re-rolling 1s because of Trajan. So we can re-roll that one. And there's another one under there. Eek. Here we go. Cool. So we've just got 3 wounds there.
Very good. This will be a 3-up save here. 2 more go through.
He's down to 7 wounds.
We're now moving on to the bikes. We have the missiles firing into the Rampager over here, and we have the Hurricane Bolter firing again into the War Dog. I'm going to rotate my ion shields on the Rampager.
Makes
sense.
sense.
If I don't, it will probably die.
And I am using Archaeotech munitions, which basically means that I get to roll an additional d6 melter range effectively.
Very nice.
On those melter missiles, which is nice. We'll start off with the Hurricane Bolter because he's in rapid fire range against the War Dog.
Okay.
So 2s, re-roll the 1s.
Okay.
All of the 1s. Have you touched my dice? You're not allowed to touch my dice, Mr. Beard. So that is all hits.
Very good.
Again, it will be 6s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll the 1s.
3 wounds.
And 4 1s to re-roll, and an additional 1.
5 wounds.
I'm only seeing 4, Mr. Beard.
Oh, it's 4?
Yeah,
okay,
there's just 4.
Okay, 4 wounds, 3s. Another 2 wounds. He's been taken down by bolter fire. So he's down to 5 wounds now, that War Dog. Now we have the missiles firing into the Rampager.
So obviously they're having to draw their line of sight through the Mechanicus train there, which I've forgotten what it's called. So it'll be 3s re-rolling 1s.
It's not -1.
It's not -1?
He's got more than 18 wounds, you ignore it.
Perfect. So over here, 2s re-rolling 1s if I needed it, but I don't. It is strength 8, so 4s re-rolling 1s. Oh,
Those
only the
dang
1.
2s.
Only the 1.
Okay.
I will use a CP on,
okay.
on one of the 2s, sorry. And it, brilliant.
Still a 2.
I waited too long.
It was meant to be.
I waited too long to declare it.
Okay, a 4-up Iron Shield save. No, that fails. How many more shots do you have from these?
There's, yeah, there's not a lot going back into him now.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to spend the command point. I could do with him having all the wounds he has. Lovely. It is deflected with the Ion Shield. And final bit of shooting now from Trajan Valoris himself, firing his Guardian... Is that a Guardian Spear he has?
No, his is a... I think it's... Oh, what's it called? It's got a special name because it's a little bit better. Not a lot better, annoyingly. It's the Watcher's Axe.
Oh, right.
It's rapid fire 1 and it is strength 5, AP 1, 2 damage.
Very good. So it's firing again into the War Dog.
He's outside of 12, so it's only the single shot. He does hit. Strength 5. He does fail to wound and he does not get to re-roll it.
Well, that brings to the end of the shooting phase.
That's a whimper at the end of the shooting phase.
A mixed bag. Some pretty effective bolter fire going into the War Dog. Some pretty ineffective saving throws being done by myself. The Rampager has managed to get away with some melter to the face. So we'll have to see how that goes for him later on. But I do fear for this War Dog because now it is the turn of charging. We're back for the charge phase and we're starting off with the Dreadnought charging into the War Dog. A 4-inch rerollable charge here.
Because of Eternal Penitent?
Yes.
He makes it
on a 7,
which is very nice.
We'll move him in. Next up, the Praetor here is going to declare a charge into the Rampager. The Melter Missile didn't do the trick, so he's going to try and take it down in mortal combat. Going through the barrier here, it is going to be a -2 because he is not Infantry, Beast or Swarm, so it's going to be a 10-inch charge.
Which is not fun, but need to try and remove him. So I will spend a CP to re-roll that, funnily enough.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a 3. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's a bummer. Fight phase time. This is going to be an interesting one. Stig has reliably informed me he's going to get another 3 on his D3. He's going to get 9 attacks.
That's what we want. Let's see. Oh!
It's 9 attacks.
Why can't I have got that 6 on the charge roll for the other one anyway?
Very good. So 9 attacks hitting on 2s. It is going to be 5s and 6s to wound this time, but he's only got 5 wounds left. Will it be enough? That's a good start.
He's hit all of them.
5s and 6s.
Oh!
Not a single wound!
Wow.
Is there any rerolls?
I mean, I could spend a CP on a thing.
That was unexpected.
That was wholly unexpected.
Okay.
I could have used 2 CP on Slayer of Nightmares to +1 to my wound, but I chose not to because I thought there's no reason to. There's no way that's going to be a thing. Give me a second, let me come back.
Okay. It's a shocker. It's a shocker.
I mean, yeah, that was a little bit unexpected.
Those accursed dice gods.
Yeah.
I suppose this is New Model Syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose.
Exactly that. So I am going to use one command reroll because it is flat 3 damage, so it could put him down to his bottom bracket if it failed it. So no, good.
Oh no.
It's another waste of a CP. Yay!
Oh no. So remarkably, he can strike back. He's supposed to be dead. Okay, so this is hitting on 4s because is okay. Right.
Brilliant.
4 hits. Wounding on 3s. Okay, I'm going to re-roll one of these in my Vextrix re-roll because it is the fight phase. Okay, that's 3 wounds.
3 for up invulnerable saves.
Here we go.
He has made 2, but
So
1 goes
2
through.
damage.
It's 2 damage, is it? Because yes, it would have been
it's
3 and it's -1.
Yeah.
So I'll ignore those on 6s. I've ignored one of them. It's 1 damage.
Ha! Oh, he's hard to kill. Oh, it's really annoying. Okay, good. Lovely. Right, well that brings to the end of the fight phase. Again, a mixed bag here. I feel like from turn 2 onwards, this is going to turn into the bloodbath we were anticipating. Did you get any points for your secondaries?
Yeah, so I am annoyingly not wholly within because I was expecting to be able to shovel over that way. I do get 1 for this though.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very good. So at the end of battle round 1, it is 2 victory points to 1. But like I said, things are going to get messy very quickly. Join us very shortly for battle round 2.
Chaos Knights movement phase to turn 2 has completed and the Rampager has started his rampage.
Rampage!
He's very excited. So there's a little bit of uncertainty as to what to do here, but the War Dog has fallen back. He's fallen forward and round, keeping outside of the heroic intervention range of these bikes, which is good play by Mr. Beard. The Desecrator has moved forward, and so has the Red Queen, because the Contempt to Galatus, you can just about see under there, this small little lad They're very afraid of him.
He must be
So
dealt with.
they've both come forward to try and do that. And this lad back at the back of the build, he's not involved much. He's just snuck around a little bit in order to be able to see some targets. Of course, before that, we did have the I forget what it's called. The demonic surges.
We've already rolled because we don't want to have to take you through rolling it every single time.
It's not that exciting for you.
So essentially, this one has +1 toughness. The War Dog has nothing because he only got 5 wounds less.
Didn't want to risk it.
The Desecrator had a +2 to the movement, which is less than ideal, but it is what it is. The Red Queen has toughness 9, and the Despoiler at the back here has +1 to its strength and damage on one ranged weapon.
You're going to put that on the Stubber though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, something like that. So with that in mind, that is the end of the movement phase. All moved in, and we've got a little bit of shooty woot coming up next. Yeah. We are starting the shooting phase with this Chaos Knight Despoiler at the rear of the battlefield, firing into the center, into these bikes. I did think about using Arcane Genetic Alchemy for Transhuman on them, but I feel like this Rampager is really keen to destroy them in combat. So I'm going to run the risk a little bit and see what happens with this.
Okay.
So yeah, could be a mistake, but we'll find out. I've only got 3 CP at the moment.
I'm going to spend 2 command points for Interception Volley, I think it's called. Which is Array, thank you. Which is the stratagem for this household, Vextrix, which means that I ignore any hit roll or ballistic skill modifiers.
So he'll be hitting on 3s.
Yes! Okay, here we go. So D6 on the thermal cannon.
2! That's
Amazing.
what I was hoping for.
Good thing you didn't spend command points. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
I can only see 1. There was another one. There we go.
Wounding on its strength.
9, is it not?
Well, he's got the +1, so it'll be strength 10.
So it's still only going to be 3s.
Still 3s. Okay. 3 still wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 4-up invuln saves.
Okay.
Can we make them both? That would be nice. We've made one. We've failed one.
Okay.
4 wounds each. How many go? What's the damage?
You
put it 2. In the worst possible space.
It's 2.
Okay. So one bike is down to 2 wounds unless you're going to use a CP on that.
Oh, I've thought about it for too long.
You've got 9 left at the moment.
Oh, let's do it. Why not? Hey up! Damn it!
Oh! This Hurricane Bolter bike is down to 3 wounds, and now he's going to take fire from the Red Queen.
Yes. Yes, the Heavy Flamer is going to fire into the Dreadnought because that's closer.
Really?
Everything else into the bikes. I'm going to spend the command points for Trail of Destruction so I can reroll my hits.
Cool. She ignores modifiers as well anyway,
Yes.
so 3's re-rolling. Where are you going to roll? Over there?
Right here. Okay, good.
Lucky you're re-rolling.
Good thing I'm re-rolling. Here we go.
That's
Okay,
much better.
much
So it's
better.
only dropped 2, is that right?
I only dropped 2, so 10 hits. I'll be wounding on, what's their toughness?
Their toughness 6.
Okay, so 4's to wound.
I probably should have used Grim Responsibility, but that's fine.
I'm going to do one of my Vextrix rerolls.
It wouldn't
Nope,
have really
it's meant
made
to
any
be.
difference even if I had. Look at that. So
6 wounds. So
6 wounds, -2. So 4-up invulnerable saves. Again, they are 2 damage. Is this correct?
They are 2 damage. Yes, they are.
It's a long time since I played Knights, so trying to remember some of that stuff. Right, so 4-up invuns.
Well, last time there were 3.
So we have just dropped 1. It puts 1 bike down to 1 wound. And by 1 wound remaining, I actually looked down and realised there was an extra 1 there. So,
None wounds remaining.
No wounds remaining. He took 4 wounds to the face.
Okay, the heavy Stubber, the heaviest Stubber in town. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2
Unbelievable.
6s, 2-up saves. 1 wound goes through. Classic.
Heavy Stubber.
Heaviest of Stubbers.
Heavy
And then
Stubber.
the Flamer.
The Flamer. So it's D6, 2 auto hits, 5 and 6s to wound, 1 wound. No, I've already done my reroll.
Yep, you have. It's AP1, is that right?
It's AP1.
Yeah, so 3 ups. Ooh,
Oh!
down to 7, unless he ignores it on a 6. He does not. He takes a wound, down to 7 wounds remaining.
Okay.
He is in there somewhere. Desperately hoping to ignore the -1 to hit and not miss, despite being less than an inch away, or just over an inch away. The heavy Destructor laser is going to be fired straight into this Dreadnought.
Yes, point blank range, you presume he's going to hit. Okay, it's a good start.
He's got 3 hits.
3 shots, here we go. Hop!
Sorry, 3 shots. He's hit twice.
Hit twice. I'm going to re-roll that with my Vextrix re-roll. It's
Still a miss.
Be winning on 2s.
Just a reminder, he's that close and he misses.
Winning on 2s. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So this is 2 4-up invuns. He makes them both like a boss.
Ah!
And the heaviest of Stubber is coming into him as well.
Yeah, have some of that.
Yeah. No wounds.
Okay, that's the end of... Oh no, his heavy stub, we'll do that very quickly.
Yeah.
Into the bikes. 2 hits, sorry.
Yeah, -1.
No
wounds.
wounds. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
It wasn't always going to be about the shooting phase this turn anyway. It's all about the combat, and the charge phase is coming up next.
Yeah.
We are starting off with the Rampager.
Yes.
Can't fail, but rolling to see how much movement he can get.
Up.
Quite a bit of movement, decent amount of movement. See where he's going to go. Again, can't really fail, but wanting some movement to get out of the way of his Red Queen.
Yeah, and I also want to get engaged on all fronts as well.
Which is
that'll
possible.
do it.
That'll do it. Ooh. We'll move him in. With some very careful movement by Mr. Beard, he's managed to get outside of 6 from the centre, setting himself up for engage on all fronts, because we have the Rampager that just moved in a little bit, staying in that quarter, and this one moving over. So good play by Mr. Beard, moving out of the way for Queenie to come in next.
Come on, the Red Queen.
And she's in.
Very good.
Move her in, and we'll come back in the start of the fight phase.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the charge phase. This Custodian Guard unit did heroically intervene. Same thing again from Trajan Valorous, allowing that to happen, so we can try and get some wounds through on this guy. But we are going to start off with the Rampager over here. Mr. Beard is very aware that for 1 CP I can use Indomitable Guardians to interrupt. So whilst he really wants this Dreadnought dead, he is more afraid at the moment of these spears. So he's going to start off over there.
Yes.
I am going to use Arcane Genetic Alchemy, so he's going to be wounding me on 4s. So we'll see what happens here.
Okay, I'm going to activate my Khornate target, which is his Relic. So to the end of the phase, can't take invulnerable saves.
Yeah, which is kind of important.
Yeah.
So, hence the reason I'm trying to reduce the wounding as well.
Indeed.
So we've got 5 attacks.
Yes.
He's going with which weapon is it?
With the Reaper Chainsword.
With the Chainsword. 5 attacks with the Chainsword, hitting on 3s. It looks very good. I can only see 1-1 so far.
He hits on 2s.
Oh, it hits on 2s. Of course, he's a Rampager.
I'm going to reroll the 1 with
because
my
you're,
Vextrix. What's it? Okay,
1,
it was
cool.
meant to be.
So hit 4 times.
Okay, it's going to be 2s to wound.
4s because of that.
4s.
Yep.
Damn it.
So 2 wounds.
Okay, I'm going to use my reroll for Vextrix again for the wound. Okay.
3 wounds,
3 wounds
with no invuns, so they are -3.
-3
with the sword. So it is 5s and 6s. What's the damage on that sword? It's quite a lot, isn't it? Is it D6? Is it flat 6?
Flat 6.
So 5s and 6s to keep them alive. They are all gone. All 3 of them. Not really worth using the 1 CP at that point, because then I wouldn't be able to interrupt with this guy who I'd like to do some damage next. So that's what's happening next. So 1 CP, Indomitable Guardians. So because I'm within 3 of this objective, a Custodian Guard unit can interrupt after a unit has fought.
Yes.
Which this guy thought.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yes.
So we're going to go for trying to get an additional 3 on the D3 additional attacks for the 3rd time in a row. Should we do that, Mr. Beard?
You can do it.
Let's do it.
I believe in you.
Oh.
It's still 8 attacks though.
No, 7.
7 attacks.
7 with the additional for the Eternal Penitent and then the additional for there. So it's, it is what it is. Hitting on 2s. So no re-rolls because we're outside of the 6-inch range for anything. Couldn't make that happen with that charge that time. It is going to be 5s and 6s to wound. Remember, each one's AP3 and flat 3 damage, so it's why it's worth it. Oh no!
Oh, not again!
How? I think he just wants to show off how survivable he is, possibly.
Yeah.
This could be fallacy. This
Very
could be
defensive.
yeah.
Offense.
This could be a mistake. He is obviously doing -1 to hit with the with his shield, and obviously the fist is the same thing. The Red Queen's going to hit on 4s, but she is using Trail of Destruction to re-roll.
Here we go.
Which makes sense.
Okay.
Luckily.
So I'm going to do one. Well,
you can re-roll because of Trail of Destruction.
Re-roll. Okay.
So,
2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay. Wounding on 2.
She's strength 14, is it? Something like
strength 16 with the
16,
fist.
so it is 2s.
Yep. 2
So
wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds there.
2 4-up invuns. Can we make 2 4-up invuns? We can.
Oh,
a 5 and a
good
6.
grief.
He's still alive.
Okay.
He's still alive.
Okay.
In a second, we're going to move on to this decimator, but Mr. Beard has to have a little lie down first. Seeing the work that his Red Queen failed to do, he's decided instead to turn his attention to the Guardians.
Yes.
So he has how many attacks?
4.
4 with his Chainsword.
Yep.
So he is hitting on 3s because there's no minus there.
Die.
He has hit twice. You can use one of your rerolls.
Okay. So
3 wounds. So 3 hits.
Wounding on 2s. That is 3
wounds. 3 free up invuns. 3 free up invuns because of their storm shields. One of them has gone through. Oh, and a ladder has fallen down. So 1 has gone through. What is the damage, please, sir?
6.
6. Oh, that's 1 dead.
Yeah.
So these brave Guardians are just going to put their attacks into this Decimator.
Attack the ankles!
Exactly. So 6 attacks hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Trajan. There's 1 there. That's a 5.
Very nice.
And then it's going to be 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1s because of Trajan. So we have just the 1 wound, AP3.
1 wound, okay. Hop! No, it definitely goes through.
Definitely goes through. D3 damage. Let's get the big 3. We get 1. Of course we do. That's
an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye.
Sort
well,
of.
not really-ish. But there we go. That is the end of the fight phase. So the brave Guardians managing to survive back there, not really doing anything, but hey, they were able to, and more importantly, they were able to, with the pile-in, they were able to stay within 3 of that centre objective for the start of their battle round 2, which will come up next, but that's very important. Rampager did his work. I did my best to stop him doing it, but absolutely removed them. It has left a nice, interesting gap in the centre. I wonder what might arrive near that banner.
Could be a problem. Could be a problem.
We'll see what happens with that. Other than that, the Red Queen is just rather sheepish right now, as she didn't manage to do anything.
I'm sure she's very upset about the whole thing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's okay. Turn 2 for the Custodes is underway. The movement phase is complete. Over here we can see the Stoic Warrior at the back lines holding the rear objective, is still doing so, but has moved forwards to get rapid fire range onto the Rampager. These 3 over here have moved forwards to engage with him as well. They are looking to charge and also claim that objective by the end of the turn. We'll go back to this in a minute. The other 2 Custodian Guards are locked in combat with the Desecrator, as is the Contempt. What's he called again?
He's a Contemptor Galatus.
Galatus, thank you. I was thinking Galactica, but that's
yeah,
it.
That would be cool.
The
Shield Captain.
Shield Captain, thank you, has come down this way to engage with either the War Dog or the Red Queen. The Bannerman has moved back to ensure that the reinforcements can arrive. The Terminators are here. They are supporting Trajan Valoris. Everything is looking to take down this walking monstrosity that slew its brothers in the last turn. We will have to wait and see if it will be a folly or not.
So we should say how they managed to do that.
Yes.
So, and the reason the banner moved back is because I used Vexilla Homer Teleport? Teleport Homer, whichever way it is. Essentially, I activated Trajan's Moment Shackle to be able to make the next stratagem 0 CP, and I used that to be able to bring that in. It means that they can arrive wholly within 6 of a banner as long as it hasn't arrived this turn, and 3 inches away from enemy models. So I maximised the space to be able to get them in there nicely.
Indeed.
Because they're going to be getting a lot of lovely attacks onto that Rampager with a 3-inch charge.
Very good. Cool. Well,
so yeah,
we'll see about that very shortly. But in the meantime, we'll be back with the shooting. Starting things off with the lone warrior at the back. Rapid fire Guardian Spear firing into the side of the Rampager.
Hitting on 2s, he hits once.
Okay.
And he's going to be winning on 6s. No. We will rinse and repeat on the squad in
These
front.
3, okay. 3 more
They will
Guardian
get to
Spears.
re-roll the 1 because of Trajan.
They all hit. Very nice.
They re-roll the 1s because of Trajan. Just the 1 wound.
Just the one.
AP 1. It is 2 damage for each if you fail it.
Okay, needing a 4. It's a 1.
Yes.
He takes 2 damage. He's down to 20 wounds. Next up, Trajan Valoris is going to attack with his Watcher's Spear.
He's hit both times.
Very good.
He needs 6s still because it is strength 5, but nope.
Okay.
No.
We're going to do the pistols from the Custodian Guard next into the Desecrator.
They all hit. Again, it'll be 6s, re-rolling 1s, because are they in range of Trajan? I believe they are. Let me just double check. I think that guy is just, can you see that, Mr. Beard? Because I can't.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
So it's a good job, really, when I rolled 4 1s. Again, if you've been touching my dice, you know you're not allowed to do that at the moment. Oh,
There you go. There's
okay.
a change.
There's no AP annoyingly on the Sentinel Blades though.
Okay.
So yes.
3s. 2 do go through though.
With a Sentinel Blade, it is only 1 damage.
Okay, so 19 wounds remaining. The Dreadnought now is going to fire its flamer into the same Desecrator Dreadnought. Dreadnought? Imperial Knight.
Yeah.
Chaos Knight.
Chaos Knight.
Whatever
We'll
it
get
is.
there in the end.
Jeff, Sally, Susan.
9 automatic hits.
Oh, very nice.
Which is nice. Which
Very
is
nice.
nice indeed. There's 7. I need 2 more.
Okay.
There we go. So it will be 5s and 6s. Just the one, by the looks of it.
AP
yeah,
1?
and he is outside by a long way. Yeah, AP 1.
Okay. That does go through as well. He's down to 18 wounds. Whittling here.
Whittling?
I tell you. And now the Shield Captain is going to fire its weaponry into the War Dog. The Stricken War Dog.
2s re-rolling 1s. He didn't get any bonus, did he?
Nope.
Not in the last time?
He is just what he is.
So he's toughness 7.
Yep.
So 5s and 6s re-rolling 1s. Oh wow, okay, so not so good. Only the 4. I'd say not so good.
4's not bad.
Yeah.
5s and 6s. Any AP?
No AP, Hurricane Bolter.
1 does go through. He's down to 4 wounds. And now it is the Terminators. They aim their weaponry at the Rampager, looking to bring him down. The Castellan Axes and the grenade launchers all firing into the Rampager.
So, 2s re-rolling 1s with the axes. So, all of them hit.
Very nice.
Very nice. It is going to be 6s again.
Okay.
Re-rolling 1s because of Trajan. Re-roll those 1s. Look at those 6s already. That's
Very
all
nice.
right. Nothing else converted. So we've just got 4 AP1, 2 damage.
Okie dokie. I have rotated my iron shields, by the way, just with the grenade launchers in mind.
Yeah, AP3
so
on the
AP
grenades.
1. So 2 do go through.
So
he's
that's
down to
4
18.
damage.
4 damage. He's down to 16 wounds. Do you want to do the grenades?
Yep. So 5d3 shots.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's 3, 6, 10, 11.
Okay. 11 shots. Coming up. 2s again.
Reroll the 1.
Okay.
Oh, it was determined.
10 hits.
Again, strength 4. So, large
So
that.
it would be 6s.
6s. Reroll 1s.
Got 2
So
6s.
2 6s so far. 2. So
Okay.
2 AP3. Obviously, you've rotated.
4 up invulnerable save. Hup! 1 goes through.
Just
1
1
does
damage.
Not. 1 damage. He's down to 15 wounds. We're back for the charge phase, and we're starting off with the Terminators, eager to get in and fight here. They are charging into the Rampager.
So
On a
they
7.
they're on a 7,
That'll
which
do
is
the trick.
nice because we get to move around, which would be pretty nice. We'll put Trajan in next.
Okay.
And he's in, and
On
he
7 again?
also gets a 7. Now we're going to get these guys in. This could be important just from a movement perspective. If they get a 5, they get to go all the way around there, which is pretty nice.
Okay.
And
A
they get
10, double what they needed. Excellent.
So that's
we'll move them
very
in.
nice. We'll move all that in, and then we'll come back in a second.
The Custodes surround the Rampager, and now it's time for the Shield Captain to charge the War Dog.
On a 3, he will make it.
Yes.
Just
Didn't
around
much
the
of a
corner.
charge.
Yeah, he did not move. It is re-rollable, but of course I think it's re-roll failed charges because it's old book syndrome.
Yeah.
The banner is going to come in more for the movement than anything else into the War Dog. A 7 to get him in.
Okay.
Cool.
6, 7, 8. Lovely jubbly. Cool. That is all the charges complete. Everything is in combat bar 1 unit here. This is incredible. We'll be back very shortly for the fight phase. Here we go. The Castellans, are they called Castellans?
No, they're Aurus Terminators.
Aurus Terminators. They will be attacking the Rampager with their Castellan axes.
There you go. And we're using Castellan Strike to make them AP free. I only had 1 CP left. I'd have liked to have used Slayer of Nightmares, but that's 2 CP. I didn't have that, which would have been +1 to wound. Instead, I'm making their axes AP free. So hopefully it's enough.
Okay.
They are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Trajan.
Very good.
So re-roll
Pretty good spread of hits
the 2
there.
1s.
It's a full house.
It's a full house.
Incredible.
They are 4 attacks base plus their Misericordias in a second.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty nice.
Cool. So the hard part now, 5s and 6s, because he is toughness 9 with his demonic surge.
I'm just counting these dice because I've just seen a dice on the floor. I'm just checking if I've dropped it or not. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. What's a phantom? Ignore it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
5s, re-rolling 1s.
To wound. Oh, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good.
Let's get some more here. No more there, but that's
How many
okay.
have you got,
So
though?
right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
Wow.
at AP3.
10 at AP3.
10 at
Right.
AP3.
Okay, needing 6s here. I only get 1.
Okay,
So,
9
9 have gone through.
D3, and then we'll have our Misericordia attacks after this. He has 15
He's
wounds.
got 15 wounds, yeah. That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Exactly what they
17.
needed. The precision of the Custodes knows no bounds. They will not break any more sweats to bring this beast down. What I'm going to do now is spend 2 command points on Spiteful Demise.
Of course you are.
So on a 4, he explodes.
Roll a 3.
Die! It's a
Oh!
4! He explodes. It's going to be a 2d6 explosion. It's 5, 6, 7, 8 inches.
It's pretty nice.
So everything here is going to take d6 mortal wounds. We'll start off with the
Custodian Guardians.
Guard down here. So they take only 2 mortal wounds.
Cool. One's down to 1 wound.
The Terminators take 4 mortal wounds.
Does kill 1.
Trajan Valoris takes 5 mortal wounds to the face. 1 explosion. But the Rampager is brought down. It's not over, it's 8 inches, and that does catch the Shield Captain and the Bannerman as well. So mortal wounds on the Shield Captain is 6.
Oh!
And on the Bannerman, it's 6 again!
So that kills him.
Good
Very
grief.
importantly.
Wow, okay.
The captain is going to get to ignore these on 5s and 6s though.
Okay.
So he has ignored just the 1, so
Okay.
he is down to 4 wounds because of his cannon. So
Wowee.
that's big.
That's a big
Removing the
explosion.
banner is very, very important.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Good stuff. We'll be back very shortly for the rest of the fight.
attacks.
Okay. 5 attacks into the War Dog.
Into the War Dog, he's hitting on 2s, he's re-rolling 1s. He rolls those 2 1s.
Okay.
Cool. And he is strength 6 against toughness 7.
Toughness 7, yep.
But he's re-rolling because he's on the charge.
Okay.
Good job too. Oh, 1 off the board. Cool. 3 at AP3.
Oh dear. Okay, needing 6s. Hup! Not a single 6.
It's 3d3 damage. That was dropped. It was 3. He's well and truly
He's
dead.
very dead.
Does he explode?
Hup! No,
No.
it doesn't explode.
Luckily.
But the War Dog is brought down. Right, next up, it is back to alternating combat. We are going to start off with the Red Queen, and she is going to strike with her fist into the Dreadnought over there. Here we go.
Tempter Galatus.
Hitting on 4s.
Brother Uton.
Only 1 hit. I will use my Vextrix. Oh,
Does
no.
she not? She only ignores against minuses in ranged attacks, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, and it's -1 because of his shield.
Yeah. So this will be on 3s. Is a wound.
So 4 up invuln. Like a boss.
Okay. Now he will strike back. He's parried yet another blow from the Chaos Knights, and he's going to strike now into the Desecrator.
The additional D3. Oh, I thought it was going to be
Yeah,
another.
I thought it was 6.
It is 8 attacks.
8 attacks.
No re-rolls because we're outside of the range.
Yep.
So 2s, cool. And it's still going to be 5s and 6s
Yep.
because he is only strength 7. Just the 1.
Just the 1.
AP3.
Okay. AP3, needing a 6. No.
6 damage. 6 damage, 3 damage.
I was going to say, please no. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab my dice now and attack with the Desecrator. I'm going to use his feet this time because I feel like I need the extra attacks. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because with their invulnerable save, I don't feel like the weight of dice is enough. So, hitting on 3s. Okay,
Ooh.
not ideal at all. I'm going to reroll one of these with my Vextrix. Okay, and then we're going to be wounding on 3.
Their toughness 5, he's strength 7, is that right, with his feet?
Strength 8, I believe. So yes,
So yeah, 3s.
Reroll with Vextrix. Okay, that is 6 wounds at -2.
I had 6 in my hand, look
Oh,
at that.
how convenient.
So 1 has gone through.
Okay.
It's D3 damage.
It's D3,
Can
yeah.
you kill 1?
Hup. I need a command.
Takes away 3 attacks potentially.
I use a command point. Hup. No, it's the same. Thought about it for too long. Not quite enough. Only 1 wound on the Custodian Guard. Oh dear, oh dear. Now 6 attacks back into the Desecrator.
Reroll the 1s because of the shield captain. So 5 hits. How did you miss him? He's massive.
I don't know.
It's like crazy. So it will be 5s and 6s. They're outside of Trajan's rule for reroll 1s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Sentinel Blades are AP3. So yeah.
Save 1, 2 go through. What's damage?
D3.
D3, okay. So he's got 15 at the moment.
He's going to take
Oh, wow.
another 6 wounds.
Oof, he's down to 9 wounds remaining. Interesting stuff. That brings to the end of the round for the Custodes. Very, very good stuff here. The Rampager destroyed, a War Dog destroyed, and the Desecrator very much losing a huge amount of wounds there. It stopped me from getting, not being able to kill those Custodian Guards, stopped me from getting attrition this turn, which is a bit of a blow points-wise. So it's still very, very close here. It's anyone's game, but the Knights are struggling a bit. There's only 3 left and a huge amount of Custodes remaining on the board. Let's see how the game unfolds. We'll be back for Battle Round 3.
At the end of the Chaos Knights movement phase, the Desecrator has the Chaos Knight has fallen back. You're sick of being embarrassed by this lowly little dreadnought, and Custodian Guard has fallen back because he's going to have another run at them and perhaps have another go.
Yes.
This knight, this Despoiler, has become bored of standing it back holding an objective and has decided to get into the game.
I need to kill more stuff.
Needs to kill more stuff.
Yes.
Speaking of which, the Red Queen has moved forward. She fell back, but obviously she's a Titan unit, so that's fine. And she's moving into the center, eyeing up perhaps this shield captain, perhaps these Terminators. Surely not Trajan Valorous.
No, the shield captain, he must die.
Well, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
We decided to, we rolled for the damnation. Yeah. what they called
The
demonic
demonic
surge.
surge, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. They weren't great rolls. So she has the +2 to move.
Which was great when she had like 4 inches to move.
So did he.
Which was even better.
And he's got +1 strength and damage on his thermal cannon.
Which might actually
fine.
be quite nice.
We're
That might
happy
actually be
with
quite
that.
nice because
Yeah.
of the targets he's likely to go after.
Yeah.
We are going to roll now on her damnations.
Yes, we are. She's fine.
She's fine.
She is
She
fine.
needed not to get an 11 or 12.
Yes.
So she is fine.
Yes.
We're going to come straight into the shooting phase next. Oh, it could be a painful one.
I hope so.
Coming right up. The Red Queen opens up the shooting phase, point blank
Yes.
into the shield captain.
Yes.
Can she finish him off?
I hope so. I spent 2 command points for Trail of Destruction so I can re-roll. The reason I have so many command points is because she's giving me an additional command point every battle round.
Which is very nice.
I
So
get
2
extra
extra every
points.
battle round is very
Okay.
cool.
No stupid shield man this time, so 3s. Re-roll those
She was
2
ignoring
ones.
that anyway, but
I know,
you
but
know.
I still like that he's dead.
Yeah,
it's a
I
full
mean-
house. It's a full house. Wounding on 4s.
Oh, okay.
Less good.
Are you going to use one of your
am indeed.
house re-rolls there?
Indeed. Okay, so it's 5 wounds.
So it's 5 wounds.
You need to make all of them.
Well, we have
And feel the shrugs.
5 feel no pain. 5 free up invuns and then 5 up shrugs after that.
Okay.
So we have
Or-
failed 3.
Okay.
So that is now
That's 6
damage. We need to make. Whew,
Can he be a weapon?
he needs to make
Soak it all up.
a lot of 5s and 6s. This could be a really big impact on the game, actually. 5s and 6s. He did so well. He
did
made
all right.
2, but he has failed. He is no more. We're now firing the Chaos Knight Desecrator, everything, into the Contemplar Galatus. He's determined to bring him down.
I hate him. Right, we'll start with the heavy stubber.
Heaviest of stubbers.
Hitting on 4s because I am degraded is 2 hits. It's 1 wound.
Woohoo!
1 wound on a 6.
2
Fear
up.
the heavy stubber.
Oh!
Yeah, I did a wound!
On a 6
Don't
it goes
you dare
through?
shrug it!
No. Does
I'm
go
happy.
through. He's
I'm
down
happy.
to 6.
Okay, D3 on the laser destructor. 2
Oh.
shots. 4s. 1 hit. I'll re-roll it with Vextrix. It's still 1 hit.
Was it
Wounding.
He
on a
does
4.
wound.
It's a wound.
It's a 4 up invuln once again.
Diddle 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 diddle.
You okay there, Mr. Beard? Fresh from that frustration, Mr. Beard is changing tack very slightly. So this Despoiler is firing his Meltagun into the Contemptor Galatus, but his thermal cannon is going into the center, into the Terminators. Slightly wary of what they could do
Yes, they're a
to
bit
the
of a
Red
problem.
Queen.
Bit of a problem.
What are we going with first?
Meltagun first.
It's first.
It's a miss, but I will use my Vextrix.
Oh, will you?
No, because I hate him. He doesn't deserve the reroll. We've got D6 thermal cannon shots into the Terminators. It's 5.
It's 5.
Oh,
Very nice.
oh.
No minus to hit now. Hit 4 times.
Vextrix reroll.
Now you get to use the Vectrix.
Okay,
Hit
okay.
5 times.
Very interesting.
Wounding on 2s.
It's yeah, because it's strength 10 because
Yeah.
he's got the +1. They all wound.
So
They all
we have
wound.
5 wounds, 5 4-up invuns here. So we have passed 3.
Okay.
We have 2 that have gone through. You should be
They
within
are in melter range.
melter range.
Yep.
So 2d6. The first 2d6 is
A
a
6
6, so it kills 1, and the second one
is a 3.
is a 3, so it leaves 1 on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've thought about it a long time.
No. No, no.
And into the charge phase, and this could be a big one. 3 Terminators left in the centre there. Mr. Beard has decided that he's actually going to leave them be for now.
Yes.
We're changing tack slightly, and I do very much agree with this because of his secondaries. So are we starting off with the Red Queen?
Yes, she's going to charge into the Custodian Guard.
So she's going in there. She
Yes.
needs to remove them, and so she shall. Well, likely is. She's moving in.
Cool. Right, I'm going to charge the I can't the Desecrator.
Desecrator.
Into both because I have the +1 to my charge roll. I only need a 3
to be able to get into the Contempt of Galatus, and it's basically
it's
impossible to get in, not in. So he can get into both, which is very nice. Give him some options.
The
Despoiler.
Despoiler will charge into the Dreadnoughts.
And he's in as well.
Cool.
Can we finally bring the Dreadnought down?
I'm going to say no, but we'll find out in just a minute.
In just a second. We're starting off with the Red Queen, or should I say the Dancing Queen, because she is choosing to use her feet.
Oh God, it's like having Lawrence here. Oh no.
She's using her feet on these brave Custodian Guard, and Trail of Destruction has been declared.
Yeah, last of my command points.
Weight of dice, trying to make a difference here.
Here we go, 3s. Okay, good thing.
Good thing.
That there's a 4 there. Re-rolling these. Okay.
Oh,
not bad.
okay.
11. It's going to be 3s to wound. Nice. Vextrix re-roll. Okay, it's 11 wounds.
11 free up
wounds.
invulnerable saves to be made.
Surely. Surely I can kill them.
Surely, well, let's see. It'd be quite fun if they survived, though.
It would be so funny.
The face that just happened, I don't think I captured. Right, 11 free up invuns. We have dropped 1. We've dropped 1, Mr. Beard.
Okay, D3. No!
He's left on 1 wound.
Oh,
he doesn't.
no.
She doesn't even kill a single Custodian Guard because, nor should she.
Oh.
Moving swiftly on to this Chaos Knight Despoiler. He's attacking with his fist into the Contempt of Galatus. It will be 4 attacks hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
The -1 of the fist and the -1 of the shield, making no difference.
Okay.
So
Vextrix reroll. Okay. Wounding on.
I'm guessing 2s because
yes,
I'm guessing
2s.
he's 14.
Oh! Vextrix reroll!
2 wounds. 2 4-up invuns.
Please.
1 does go through.
Yes!
So,
is he dead?
No. No.
Why?
Because first of all,
Oh, it's reduced by 1, isn't it?
it reduced by 1,
Yeah.
which makes it 5 damage, and now I'm going to roll 5.
5 and 6s.
Yeah.
He's alive.
No, it's only 6s. So, like, how many 6s? He's currently on 1 wound. Can he have any more? He can have 1 more. He's on 2 wounds remaining.
Very good.
Woo! And finally, the Desecrator is going to try and finish off these Custodian Guard. How do you feel, Mr. Beard?
Great. It's the feet again. Here we go. Okay, we'll do a reroll for Vextrix. Okay, I think I have failed every Vextrix reroll to hit so far.
Only with him.
Yeah.
Some of the others have been much better.
3s to wound. Okay, Vextrix reroll. Shoulder man. Okay, so that is 6 wounds.
6 free up invulnerable saves.
Will the luck balance out?
Yes.
Yes.
Decidedly so.
Okay.
So you.
So one's dead.
One's dead, and
then-
1 has 3 wounds.
Okay.
So you may as well roll the other 2.
Yay!
And they're finally dead. They have done so well.
Yeah, aren't they great?
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, the Sword and Board, they are so good.
They're very good.
They are very, very good. I was
Yeah.
telling Mr. Beard off camera, I have a list with 20 of them, but that's for another time. Right,
it.
that is the end
That's
of
my
fight
turn.
phase. Well, I do get to fight back with the Dreadnought into the Decimator. So
Nice.
I will Desecrator. So I will grab my dice and we'll be right back. The Contempt of Galatus turns, or probably doesn't even turn because the Desecrator isn't even worth it. He's going to do an additional D3 attacks. It's only 1, that makes
I
sense.
should have turned round.
Yeah, exactly. If you turn round,
He's just like this.
whatever. Hitting on 2s. No rerolls. Oh, yeah, see, my cheek has really kind of like backhanded me now. So it does need 5s and 6s. He gets just the 1, so he cannot kill him.
Okay.
Hop. Needs a 6.
No,
No,
let's go
3
3.
more. He's down to 3 wounds. So with that, Chaos Knights come to the end of their turn.
Yes.
Finishing on 31 points.
Yep. Killed a character. I got 10 for the primary. Yes, I've come off the primary objective, but I need to do stuff.
Yeah.
I need stuff to die. There's still too many tricksy units here that need to be dealt with. So,
Taken a little bit too long to get rid of some of this stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's an interesting one because you're going to get 15 points for the primary next turn.
Yeah.
So I just sort of need to rely on you not killing a knight, but we'll have to say if that's possible or not.
See what happens, especially with this guy on 3 wounds remaining.
Turn 3 for the Custodes. This is epic. Look at it. So everything is moving forwards to deal with these knights. The Terminators are marching forwards to deal with the Desecrator. Only 3 wounds left over there. All of the firepower will be going into the Red Queen. I've been reliably informed. Trajan Valoris in a spot where he can give a nice big reroll bubble for all of these units while still holding the objective at the back over there. This guy is just looking through the door like a keen spectator at a sporting event saying, "You can do it! Bring him down!"
Yay!
And he's also holding the objective. We have the Dreadnoughts very much in the midst of these 3 knights doing his best.
He's just standing there like, come on, take me on.
Excellent stuff, very epic. We'll be back very shortly for a quick shooting phase. And we're going to start with the Dreadnought, Flame of Goodness going into the Desecrator.
2d6. Oh!
Okay, could he finish it off with Flame of Death?
That would be epic.
It's going to be 5s and 6s to wound.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no way of getting Trajan anywhere near for those rerolls. But let's see what we can do.
5 and 6s.
Oh.
Okay, well the luck's come round.
Oh.
0 wounds.
Oh.
We'll move swiftly on. Trajan Valoris raises his Watcher's Spear and fires it into the sightless helm of the Red Queen.
2s, rerolling.
Double hit.
Strength 5, so 5s and 6s, rerolling 1s. 1 wound, AP 1, 2 damage.
1. Okay, here we go, needing a 4. What is it? It's a 3. She takes 2 damage. She's down to 19 wounds, sorry. Custodian Guard, rapid fire into the Red Queen, looking to follow suit, following Trajan Valoris' lead.
All hit. They need 6s though.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s. No 1s, just 1 wound. AP 1, 2 damage if it goes through.
4. Another failed one.
Down to 17.
2 wounds again. 17 wounds left. Do you want to move straight onto the Terminators?
We are going to put the Terminators in. So give me 1 second. Let me just double check something.
Okay. The Terminators firing into the Red Queen.
So
rapid fire goodness.
Castellan axes first of all. Reroll those 1s. Cool. And 5s and 6s. Rerolling 1s. Reroll the 3 1s. Annoyingly, it's not 5s and 6s. Nothing. Okay. 3d3 on the grenades.
Yep.
That's very nice
7.
because these are AP3. I will need 6s though.
Yep. Get 2.
Reroll the 1.
Oh.
Oh, no, another 1. So 2 at AP3.
Okay. Up. No, double 1. Snake Eyes.
Down to 15.
15 wounds left. Whittling, I tell you.
Whittling!
Shooting phase is done. It was always going to be a quick one, but now it's the all-important charge phase, and the Terminators will charge the Red Queen.
They're
Yes. On a 4, they are in, and the Custodian Guard doing the same thing. That's a 6.
Definitely in.
They are also in. Very nice. We'll be back for the fight phase. Here we go. This is probably the most important fight of the game. Starting off with the Terminators. They are striking into the Red Queen, the Knight Despoiler. Can they bring her down? She has 15 wounds remaining. Can it be done?
She is toughness 9, so I'm going to use Castellan Strike, which means they're going to be AP3 with their axes, because I need to get some wounds through. It's going to be 5s and 6s.
She's toughness 8.
She's toughness 8?
Yeah, she got the move.
I'm even.
Demonic Surge.
Oh, of course she did. So I'm doing it even more. So yeah. So I'm going to be wounding on 4s, which is going to be very nice. Anyway, I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Trajan.
Very nice.
Reroll the 1. Okay, that one was determined. I'm now wounding on 4s because I've been reliably informed that I was wrong. So rerolling 1s again because of Trajan. No one's to re-roll, and they are 6 saves at AP3.
Okay.
These are D3 damage each.
Oof. Okay, looking for some 6s, please. Up. Only made 1. 5 have gone through.
5d3. 6, 7, 8,
9,
10.
10 wounds.
10 wounds.
She's got
5 left. We're going to put the Misericordias first.
Okay.
Unit, of course. So they have all hit.
Very good.
This needs 5s and 6s because they're strength 5. 2 wounds, AP2.
AP2 this time, right? 5s and 6s. Up. We make 1. 1 has gone through.
She has 4 wounds left.
Ooh. And now the Custodian Guard looking to finish off the Red Queen. Can they do it?
Guardian Spears, 2s rerolling 1s. Reroll the 1s because of Trajan.
It's a full house.
Full house. We're going to need a full house again, or well, going to need a few. 5s and 6s rerolling 1s.
Yep.
Reroll those 1s. We've got
so
2 so far. We've got another 1. 3 at AP3.
AP3
These
again.
are D3 damage each. They then have their Misericordias potentially.
Oh, I've already failed. I've already passed 1.
Oh!
Hey.
She's got
It's
1
3.
left.
She's got 1. She's got 1 wound left.
The Misericordias have all hit.
Oh no.
5s and 6s rerolling 1s. There's
Got
2.
wounds.
AP2.
Okay. Need 2 5s and 6s or she's dead. Oh no!
Oh!
You got her.
They found the final spot.
Oh my goodness. She is finally brought down. Exactly the amount of wounds you needed. Does she blow up? No, she doesn't blow up. She is brought down into a flaming wreck. She is destroyed. She falls into a burning wreck. Sig was just saying the Misericordia is a weapon designed to take for the killing blow.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's the final blow. That was the real history of it and why they have it, which is just epic. So there's no better way to finish her off.
Very cool. It was on a night as well. Okay, right. It's time for the Chaos Knights to strike back. Now it's their turn to. In the order of attacking, so we have the Despoiler now is going to strike into the Dreadnought with
Can
his
he remove him
Thunderstrike
finally?
We hit you all the times.
No, you don't. -1 to hit because of the shield.
Oh, very good. I'll use my Vextrix reroll. No, of course it doesn't work. Wounding on 3s. No, wounding on
2s. I think with his
Vextrix reroll. Okay. 2 wounds.
2 4-ups.
Please
them both.
Stop.
He makes
Please
them
stop.
both.
Why won't you die? He has actually turned around this time.
He's learned his mistake from
He's
last
going
time.
to strike into the Desecrator. Can he bring him down?
So the additional D3 is 2.
Very
It's
nice.
better. It's better.
It is better, indeed.
So 8 attacks.
Yep.
2s. Oh, okay. Here's going to be 5s and 6s again. Okay.
3 that time.
3 this time. AP3.
-3. Needing
Flat 3 damage.
6s. No, he's destroyed as
Does he
well.
explode?
Does he explode? Here we go. Hup!
Oh!
He doesn't. That is a Desecrator destroy. Well. There we go. That is the end of battle round 3, and the Custodes have put a mark on this game. Goodness gracious. The Red Queen finally brought down. The Desecrator destroyed. Only 1 knight remains. We're not giving up because he still has 21 wounds remaining. So there could be something that he can do. I'm not sure what, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Titan Slayer has now been maxed out, of course, for the Custodes. So there's going to be a pretty big deficit in the points. But there may be something that we can do to bring victory for the Chaos Knights. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We'll be back very shortly for Battle Round 4.
Right then, Mr. Beard, let me
Yes.
talk about the movement in your turn 4.
Yes.
He moved.
This is a Hail Mary, essentially. So what we're going to do, I'm going to choose Demonic Power, so he gets the +1 for his strength and damage on his thermal cannon.
Makes
It
sense.
will mean I have to take D3 mortal wounds.
This is, of course, a summary turn now at this point in
It's
time.
2 mortal wounds, so
2,
he's down
it's
to
not
19
bad,
wounds, but it does mean that I can wound the Custodian Guard on 2s with the thermal cannon.
which is going to be very good.
Yes. The Meltagun. So we're in the shooting phase.
Straight into the shooting phase.
The Meltagun's going to fire into the Dreadnought, and the Thermal
take him
Cannon is going to fire into the Custodian Guard.
Okay, what are we starting with?
We'll start with the Thermal Cannon.
Okay.
D6.
It's 2.
I'm going to use a command point. 3. Well, it's better.
Yeah, that's your
3
last,
shots.
the one you just got at the start of the command phase. You've just used.
I've just used it. Yeah. Here we go. So this will be hitting on 3s. Using my Vextrix reroll. Come on, Vextrix. Hey, it worked!
Can he remove all 3 in one go?
Wound. Okay,
Vextrix reroll.
Oh, good grief.
So 2 4-up invuns. Double 6.
Oh,
Mr. Beard.
The Meltagun is a hit.
Is a hit.
Wounding. It is a wound. Please, please fail the wound. I hate this Dreadnought so much.
A 4-up.
What is it? What is it? It's a 3! Oh, okay. Right, he's in...
2d6.
Well, no, because it's a Meltagun, so it's the new rules for Meltagun.
Oh, yes.
So it's D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2.
It's 1, so it's 3
3
wounds.
minus 1 is 2.
Yes.
Because he's a Dreadnought. 2, he needs 1 6 to live.
Please.
He's got You can't write it.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
You hate
fine.
this Dreadnought so much, I'm going to bring him every time we play. So the Hail Mary's not really paid off.
I can't believe... Right, this is what's going to happen. I can't win the game, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge into the Dreadnought, and I'm going to try and kill him.
He's going to
This will be
try...
a moral victory for myself.
Try to kill him, because essentially, we've already, obviously...
I'm not a moral victory.
Wow.
Shut up, Siri.
There we go. Because I'm going to automatically get 15 points on the primary next turn. He can't, unfortunately, now do enough damage to be able to stop that from happening.
No.
So moral victories are what we're aiming for.
Indeed.
And this bad lad has to survive.
Here we go.
Can he?
Can I make the charge? Well, I can't fail the charge. Okay. It's
You
a good
did your
omen.
best.
It's a good omen.
You did your best to fail it.
It's a good omen. Right, here we go. 4 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
We've hit you 4 times.
He's hit 4 times.
Wounding on 2s.
2s. With a reroll, because you're Vectrix.
The reroll for Vextrix. Okay. 4 wounds. Surely that's
4
enough.
4 invuln saves.
Yes.
4 plus. He's failed 1.
He's failed 1.
He's failed 1.
Okay. It's D6.
It's D6 damage.
It's 4.
It's 4. That
It's
becomes
4.
a 3.
Okay.
And now I need some 5s and 6s. Well, no, some 6s. What are you looking for, Mr. Beard?
I'm just double checking. Carry on. Carry on.
I'm
Carry
going
on.
to roll 3 6s to keep him alive.
Oh, you did 1.
Did 1 6.
You did 1. Okay.
He is dead.
So he's dead. Does he explode?
He does explode.
Does he explode?
I wish I had 1 CP to auto do it, because that would have been hilarious, but no. He does explode!
Oh, the cheek of it! I can't even throw him now.
So he is going to explode. I can't remember if he's D3 or D6 damage. I'll have to double check in a second.
Okay.
But that's going to be interesting. I also feel like it might be 6-inch range.
Ooh.
So let's double check that, and we'll be right back for the final moments of the game. So it is a D3. Within 6, that means he has already, at very least, killed 2 of his own men because of the 1 wound guys, and we have D3 wounds going to go on this knight. So how many of his own over here does he kill? Well, he can only kill 1, to be honest, and it's going to see what other wounds he takes off. It was only the 1.
Okay.
And off the Terminators, does he do any wounds on the other one? No, just kills the 1. He saved the big 3 for the Chaos Knight, of course he has. Oh, I saw it.
Just the 1.
Just the 1.
I feel like he's picked him up in the gauntlet and just like crushed him in his hand, and the explosions. Oh, it's very cool. It's very cool. And now the Chaos Knight will press self-destruct and kill himself. That was such a fun game.
That was such a fun game.
That was really good. Really good. Those Custodes are very annoying.
Custodes, put that pound in the jar.
They're very annoying. I'm very happy I killed him in the end. I never want to face one again. I never ever want to face a Telemon Dreadnought, because that's just 20 times worse.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fun.
There's some those Forge Worlds Custodes units are decent. They're
Yeah,
very good.
they are
I'm
good.
quite happy with how the Chaos Knights did. I mean, against a different kind of army that didn't have a plethora of invulnerable saves, House Vextrix is actually quite interesting
I
because
really
you get
like
the
that.
rerolls. They were working at the beginning of the game very well, not so much at the end.
Yeah, I like that. And I like the combo of having enough stuff that's got, you had so many knights in the list that you were getting onto the primary early on at least.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the classic thing with knights, when stuff starts to fall down, that's always going to be a
Falls down
problem.
hard.
But you know, we've said it quite a few times off camera, you know, throughout the day. The Chaos Knights are definitely in a better place than the Imperial Knights.
That's saying something.
Yeah, so, they're fun at this point. And it's crazy to think at this point that Knights are fun as opposed to ultra competitive, but they are just, they're fun.
Yeah.
Build them like this is definitely a pretty cool way to do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the game, Steve.
Thank you for a game.
Thank you all for coming today. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you enjoyed the game, make sure you give us a subscribe or give us a like or get
All
us
that
on
sort of
demand,
stuff.
download the app. Thank you for playing. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Sting.